Hey friends, if you've clicked into this video, it's because we're going to read this first chapter together, and it's only 2 pages, super short, and I'm going to talk about activating background knowledge. So if you were to look at this first document, you would notice that it says the Toltec. And so I'm just going to do a quick Google search. If I click Toltec definition, it just gives me this quick thing. It says a member of an indigenous people that flourished in Mexico before the Aztecs, and it's the language also of the Toltec. So Toltec means a person and the language that they speak. Fine. So I'm just going to take that knowledge and I'm going to walk into the reading of this first chapter with that information in my head. Okay, so now we're going to just go ahead and read. I'll show you what I've already marked. This is also on your PDF document, but I'll make marks too as I go. All right, thousands of years ago, the Toltec were known throughout southern Mexico as women and men of knowledge. Anthropologists have spoken of the Toltec as a nation or a race, but in fact, the Toltec were scientists and artists who formed a society to explore and conserve the spiritual knowledge and practices of the ancient ones. They came together as masters, or nahuals, and students of Teotihuacan, the ancient city of pyramids outside of Mexico City, known as the place where man becomes God. Over the millennia, the Nahuals were forced to conceal the ancestral wisdom and maintain its existence in obscurity. European conquest, coupled with the rampant misuse of personal power by a few of the apprentices, made it necessary to shield the knowledge from those who were not prepared to use it wisely or who might intentionally misuse it for personal gain. And right here, I just make a quick mental note of background knowledge I already have about imperialism and imperialist conquest and what happens to certain nations when other nations conquer them. And it sounds like this happened to the Toltec as well. Fortunately, the esoteric Toltec knowledge was embodied and passed on through generations by different lineages of Nahuals, meaning that basically they pushed their content through the generations. Though it remained veiled in secrecy for hundreds of years, ancient prophecies foretold the coming of an age when it would be necessary to return the wisdom to the people. Now, Don Miguel Ruiz, a Nahual from the Eagle Knight lineage, has been guided to share with us the powerful teachings of the Toltec. Toltec knowledge arises from the same essential unity of truth as all the sacred esoteric traditions found around the world. Though it is not a religion, it honors all the spiritual masters who have taught on the earth. While it does embrace spirit, it is most accurately described as a way of life, distinguished by the ready accessibility of happiness and love. So I would bear in mind, as we're going to go into this, this is one person's perspective on the Toltec vision of happiness and love. And so the point of our reading it is not to say this is what you should subscribe to, but instead is just to say this is one thing some subscribe to, and to try it on if you want to and to see if it works for you. But there's nothing in this that is, say, a religious mandate from your teacher.